I'll kick off our intro.
Here we go. And Max, go ahead.
Hello, Dyson Delinquents, and welcome to another great session here at Tomb of Annihilation. It is episode 11, I believe, and we are uh, kicking off after last session. A couple of our players are still hopping on here pretty soon. Looks like Rex just getting in, and we have a couple others coming in a little bit. So we're going to kick off tonight. We'll start with the introduction of Travis, and then we'll move through our players. Travis, for shame.
Did you see my left hand?
No.
Oh, good. That wasn't on camera. I was flipping you off. Just to be clear. Yes, I am Travis. I am the DM, master of all voices and sound effects. And I'm hearing an echo again, which I think is coming through from Necarious. Having a
That
slight
better?
psychotic episode. I'm hearing myself. Still hearing myself.
Hold on. I apologize. I'm gonna reconnect. I don't know what's going on.
All right. In the meantime,
Yeah. In the meantime, I everybody should have sound and hear us, so I'm doing my job there. But
yep.
yeah, I'm running the game here, and yeah, and hopefully not making too many mistakes. So I will send it over to Nicarius for their intro.
Oh, yes, I am playing Nicarius Scriptos. He is a wizard of a indeterminate type. Since we did a bit of a change that nobody understands.
Totally.
Um,
Just to clarify, I'm making it so anybody before level 5, if they want to do minor fine tuning to their characters, I'm allowing them to. But at level 5, once that happens, they'll be locked in. So that means any subclass changes, background changes, things like that, I'm allowing, and that's another reason why I'm allowing them to describe at their own level the details during their intros.
yeah. Um, so at this point, he's got an owl. His name's Sage. Um, he looks very elf-like. That's about it.
Okay.
Very long, flowing blue robes.
Cool. Oh, sorry, I did not pop your. I will just a moment. Sorry, doing my job here. There we go. So
Oh,
yeah, there's there's a pitch. There
Yes,
is
he's got
Nicaris.
white hair, though they
They wear
do
glasses,
not.
right?
What's up?
You wear glasses, spectacles, right?
Yes, it's they're like the grandma, like the
Yeah, the
thin small
wire rim
glasses, like
little.
reading glass type
Yeah.
thing.
All
He
right.
doesn't actually have them all on at all times, but he's got them in his pocket. They're actual reading glasses.
Cool. All right. Then to sauce.
hi everyone. I'm Max. I play Ts'ous, a Schult native. I run around in heavy armor and furs, and no one can figure out how I am not dying of the heat or anything else on this place.
Yep.
I'm a paladin, oath of treachery. Um, did not realize it was UA when I grabbed it, so that was my mistake. But we've been playing it, and it's been pretty fun. And overall, I've just been chilling with the group.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so far, so good.
All
You're the
right.
holder of many people's secrets, it seems like.
Yes.
Mostly because you've gotten them from not exactly the best sources.
Hey, man, the benefits of being an information broker. I get all the secrets.
Yeah.
Um, I also am the best maker of foods with a not even one thing under a 20
Yep.
so far.
This is true. Yeah. No bad food from to
Yeah.
sauce.
Even the things that everyone thought were going to be absolutely horrible still came out as amazing food.
Your specialty is your sturge stew.
Yeah, surprisingly.
All right. Rect, are you there? You appear to be muted.
Looks like they're gonna try and switch to Chrome because
Oh,
they're having some issues right now.
okay. So, a quick little recap of last week. You guys made it to the ruins of Mesro, the city that the legend is that Raz Nissi used to be a paladin and defender of Mesro, but um, he went evil, raised an undead army, and attempted to destroy or take over Mesro. And in the he was defeated during that battle. The city was destroyed, and now the remnants of his army now fill Chult and roam Chult, masterless and still active. While there, you found out that the city was used by the Red Brand, based out of Port Castlegar, as a staging area, and that they have systematically gone through the city and looted anything of monetary value, and they also use it as a training area. Um, and there you met Fortune, a tiefling fortune teller. And at the same time, Lily found out that this city might be a treasure trove of information. While everything of monetary value has been looted, there is still information to be found here. And there is something about Mesro that is just something. There's something there that she can't explain, but has to find out. So Lily has left the party, and Piter has left as well to because he didn't want to leave Lily by themselves. So Lily and Piter have remained at Mesro with the plan that if they learn anything, they will contact the party. And Fortune has joined the party. And as he left Mesro, you have crossing the River Olung, uh, got some fish. Max, you want to explain
Yes.
how they got some
So
fish?
we were crossing this wonderful little uh, area here, which has kind of a river outlet.
Well,
Uh,
technically, that point it's actually the widest, so not little.
yeah. Well, I mean, hey,
Yeah, it was like 120 feet at least.
hey,
Well, we also have an hour to get
Yeah. Oh,
across
yeah,
without
yeah, yeah, yeah,
switching
yeah.
water
Oh, I
walk.
totally forgot.
I've
You
So,
got
guys did water
nothing
walk.
but time.
Yeah.
So we wound up casting Water Walk, which the benefit is it can go up to 10 people, which we count as six. So we decide to grab a couple fish along with it because, that's easy food.
Yes. So the effect of the water walk is if you cast it on fish or a person, they immediately rise to the surface, and once on the surface, it's treated as a solid object you can't pass through. So these four fish came up to the surface because they had water walk.
Um, which was really quite good because we wound up killing all of them. Unfortunately, Necarius decided to necrotic one of them, and it quickly began rotting and turning bad.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, we were still able to get three of them. They're fairly good sized fish.
Yep.
And uh, Ts'ous even wound up taking a small pebble from his pack and charged up his weapon with a thunderous smite and dropped the pebble down. And once it passed through the water, he wound up hitting it beneath the water, causing a thunderous boom beneath the water
Yep.
and having caught us one more fish
Yep.
um, for a wonderful total.
Yeah. It
Of,
was a lot.
I believe it was 52 pounds.
Yeah.
52 pounds total after to Sauce, even partially on the water, just going across the water for the rest of the adventure, and just was trying to scale them
Skin and gut 'em.
and and
Yeah.
gut them a bit. So in the middle, in the middle of the water, Tassos is just gutting open one of these fish and just pouring out the insides over the water. Um, which I don't know, would that help attract a bit more fish for us?
It probably would have attracted some more, but again, it's 50 pounds, and how are you going to get the fish?
I have another thunderous smite.
Yeah, but you can't pass through.
I I don't have to pass through. My hammer just has to pass through. I can dump some guts
I will
and hit
say
the guts.
you have enough fish.
Fine.
Anyway,
I'm just trying to stockpile us.
I know, I know.
I just noticed I don't have any cantrips that don't deal necrotic because I have two cantrips and
Well,
that deal damage, and they both deal necrotic.
that's
For shame.
that's the
Right now,
way.
I don't have
One of those out.
one of them. I need because of its other effect, and one of them I got from something else that I'm not able to get rid of
Yeah.
without getting rid of that. So,
All right.
I know that game.
So you gotta have that food, and we already rolled for the day and everything. So you guys continue on to the area where you can make camp.
Well,
So
Rect, are you here?
they're muted, but oh,
Fantastic. How about a character intro?
oh yes, wrecked. Please do. Okay. I'm assuming they can hear us. Oh wait,
I
I
can hear him.
I
So
can't.
you two need to restart.
Ah, all right.
That's
That's
why I can't
weird because
restart.
reconnect.
I can see the token and everything.
So sorry, Rect.
Uh,
It'll be a moment. Oh no.
oh no, we might not have a victor. Hey Rex, you want to say something?
Yeah,
Ah,
something.
hey, there you are. All right, and okay, go ahead and Rex, if you would, go ahead and do an intro for your character.
Here, I am playing Rect. She is my half orc barbarian character. She has like sprayed skin that's blue, and her hair is, I think, white. Um, wait, why is this? Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. When she rages, it's very colorful. She often uses a battle axe with a rope tied across the vertical stem thing handle. Anyway, um, she usually helped us scout. She's very religious, as last session can tell. Um, that's about it.
Cool. Sorry, I am typing something here. I'm slightly distracted, trying to help out one of our players real quick.
Um, all right. So while that's going on,
Yes,
I'll go
thank
ahead
you.
and take lead with some things here.
Um,
Others, yes, Necarious?
I don't think that's a possibility, Travis.
No, I
They
mean,
got rid of the app.
no, they
The
can.
app is.
Yeah, the app's
But they got
gone,
Oh,
ooh.
okay.
but they can still go to the web page and
Oh,
talk through it, and then just tell me what they want to do or anything, and I can run their sheet.
oh, okay.
Just tell me what they're trying to do, and they can at least, I think, look at their sheet as well. It's not the easiest way to
Yeah,
do it, but it can be done.
derpy as hell, but that's fine.
Yeah,
It's something.
yeah. Okay.
Easy fixes. Sorry, guys. Technical problems.
Yes.
Always the bane of any
Yeah.
online streaming service. We're trying to get through.
And
Uh,
Kat will be here tonight. They're just running a tiny bit late, kind of as usual. So it's no problem there. Um, so, ahoy. Oh, all right. So
or
Okay.
Victor to some degree.
Yeah, we have a victor here. We'll see
In
how it
some way,
works.
or another, we will see.
Yeah. Okay. While Victor is loading in, yeah. So you guys, unless there's anything else you want to do during the last leg of your from the river to your campsite, is there anything you guys wanted to do? Sauce, you're kind of walking and skinning and gutting.
Um,
Yeah, roughly. I mean, I figure once we get across the water, I'd probably try and gut the things as we're over the water, just that way, kind of quick disposal of some of that. But really, dealing with the scales and stuff, I'd probably
Wait.
do on the
Okay.
bank,
Makes
uh,
sense.
because we were going to keep them as
The
pocket
scales.
scales.
Yeah. Yes, you were.
um,
Not my
should
choice.
somebody go ahead?
Not my choice.
Yes, that was Fortune's idea.
Fortune's choice.
Yep.
Should somebody are we getting to like actually camping just yet?
Not just we're kind of describing what you're doing as you're getting to that area. Like
Oh, okay.
Ts'ous said, like after out, he caught the.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm probably holding a little shard, which now that I didn't have a chance last session to describe it, I did grab it out last session. It is my actual spell book. It is a spell shard, and you would know that.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. And
I'm probably just like looking at some things and just like writing down some arcane formula or something.
yeah, so it's actually kind of it's like a projector almost, isn't it? It's like because
Yeah,
it's a gem, but it like projects the
yeah.
words
It
out so
projects
you
the
can.
words like
Yeah.
I just imagine it as like it's right in front of my face. I'm holding it literally like a phone.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like
And then I just have like I could just like
oh
do the
yeah,
literal like touch screen type thing. You'd
exactly.
also notice that in the back of it, I have my quill, just a quill inserted into the back.
Of the gem.
Yes.
All right. Oh, there. Okay, there's Victor. I can't hear Victor uh, or anything. I'm gonna refresh real quick, make sure. Sorry,
Victor,
everybody.
can you hear me?
Or not.
Okay. Victor. If you can talk, try it. Ah, okay. Can't hear you. Hmm. That's a bummer. Uh,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if some phones don't let you do that
yeah.
talking wise. I think it's mostly tablets that have that capability for Roll20.
Yeah, you might need to go into your, if you can, go on your
Uh,
phone, go into your the settings tab and check your output and input, if you
yeah.
can do that, to make sure. I haven't even tried it on a phone, so I don't know what it would even be there because I know the normal Roll20 it asks for your headset and microphone setup. So on a cell phone, I don't even know what options it would even give you for that, if if it even will. Otherwise, uh, you'd be down to just texting what you want to say or do. Um, so while we're working on that, okay. So it looks like you can't do video or audio, video, or anything like that on Roll20. It would just be text only. So Victor, it is up to you. We to if you want to just do text, you can do that. Or if you want to take the night off, that's totally an option as well because of technical issues. But if you want to text, we do usually do a good job of keeping an eye on the text, uh, the chat window, and keeping up with that. So
Yeah, I literally I
yeah.
have in my browser I can check it, so I literally can be the relay if you need.
Well, no, no, I'm saying in Roll20, they should still be able to
Oh,
text.
that size,
Yeah,
that size.
chat
Okay.
in the Roll20 to let us
Okay.
know. So it's up to you, Victor, if you want to do that. Otherwise, we'll. Um, oh, they can't hear or hear us either.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Yikes.
yeah,
That
that
makes me
would
think
be a
that is not a possibility then.
yeah. So I am sorry, Victor. I can't really think of any other options for you at this point. I apologize.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd say go and work on your computer, try and figure it out, and if you can jump in at any point, there's that. So, otherwise, I think we're going to go ahead and move forward, and hopefully that'll be okay. And they just got done saying they can't see or hear us, so all that thing I just said to them.
I was just gonna say.
Okay. um, yeah, they could do Discord, but Discord is on, I believe, at this point, a 5 second delay.
Well,
Yeah,
better than
so
nothing technically.
but yeah, it's totally up to them, whatever they want to do. Um, I will. I'm not gonna say they're asleep during the session or anything. So okay, an iPad. Okay,
Well, I'm
so
fine with streaming in Discord and he can just join into the same channel. I'll be fine with that if we
the
need to do
problem
that.
if they're looking in in Discord.
Well, it'll at least be something.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Kat says that we could switch to Discord. We still have that channel in there from my game a long time ago.
Actually, we're gonna do a. I'll be right back while we deal with these
Yeah,
technical
yeah.
difficulties. Sorry, everybody.
It's taken a
Just
little bit
one.
longer than we
Yeah,
were expecting.
just one moment.
Sorry.
All right, we are back. Had to do a little technical shuffling, but we have a victor. So, Victor, go ahead and introduce your character.
All right. Hello. I'm Charlie. I play Victor Gallagher, um, a Twilight Domain cleric, and uh, and he's rather tall with kind of darkish hair, some scars on his face. Wears rather um, plain dark robes. Um, yeah.
All right, cool. And I have popped up your token here.
Hmm.
And did you mention just because it's on the picture that your face is a little scarred?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't remember if you actually mentioned that, but it's there. So.
Yeah. I've got some scars across my face.
All right. Okay. We're going good now. No more issues. You guys are continuing. So you get across the river and you manage to get to a campsite because you actually it was kind of it was an odd day where you didn't cross, it wasn't a 10-mile straight. You went into Mesro and then just cut south. So you were able in one day to go to Mesro, do your stuff there, and then head out and then manage to find a campsite near the river, within a mile or two of the river. Um, and so uh, your campsite so you guys have three two-person tents, and you're now down to six people. So, uh, how is it broken out? Is everybody sharing a tent? Are there people who are just going to sleep outside? What's the logistics on that?
I think. Hmm? I think Fortune and I could share,
Okay, so
being more locals.
I know some people do not exactly enjoy sleeping with me, but if we would rather have me sleep outside of a tent, I can do it.
well, one of the tents you
That's
own. It's your tent.
Oh
that.
yeah. Or somebody else could sleep outside the tent since I own it.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, I was gonna
because you
sleep
snore.
outside because she likes the water.
Okay. So, well, you're like a mile away, mile or two away from the water right now. So you're inland.
I'm
And
sorry.
we
We have.
technically don't have to be right next to each other intent wise anymore because there's nobody that's casting alarm
This is
on the
true.
tent.
This is a very good point. You no longer have alarm.
Is one reason why I think we should probably do watches now.
Yeah, watches would be a good idea.
And
Okay.
here I was thinking your snoring, Necarious, would scare away any beast for a mile. It seems I'm wrong.
Um, Maybe we should just set up a watch schedule just as a set watch schedule so we don't have
Okay.
to
Do it
I'll
every
actively
take
time.
set,
first
like
watch.
do it every
Okay.
I'll
time.
do third.
Okay. So
I'll
hold on.
do I'll do second.
So
Well,
we'll do four watches. So first, Victor, you said you're first.
Yeah.
I'm second.
Okay.
let's make sure those with dark vision have the
First
mid
watches.
shifts.
Yeah, the mid. Yeah. So
I'll go later then. I'll go second, I guess.
yeah, Victor, if anybody, should be middle
Yeah, that works
because
for me.
they have
Right.
the
So then
insane 600-foot dark vision.
300.
so
Okay.
I
Ridiculous.
will go third and Victor will go second because I have dark vision as well.
I
Yeah,
guess.
No,
me
no,
too.
Oh, I
okay.
guess we all
Well,
have it.
Yeah, everybody has dark vision then.
Yeah, but I just have it to 300 feet.
Yeah, it's just I'm just okay. So Nakaris, you have dark vision now. Tieflings, I believe, have dark vision. So
I've had dark vision the whole time.
oh, who did? I thought we had one person who didn't have dark vision.
I think that was Lily.
Lily might
Lily.
have
Yeah.
because they
Okay.
were dragonborn.
All right. Then
Lily's
actually,
a right?
what was that?
Lily's a kobold, though, right? Before.
Lily was a dragonborn.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dragonborn. So yeah, honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. Everybody has dark vision, so it can be whatever order you want it. So okay, with the understanding that everybody has dark vision, we can keep. Victor can still take first, and Nicarius can take second. I mean, everybody's got dark vision, so it doesn't matter. So who would want
I
third?
also wasn't sure if we were gonna have. It was probably gonna be dark by the time that we settled in anyway, but I wasn't really sure about that.
Usually.
Usually it is.
From
Yeah.
from what I heard is Victor took first, I took second,
Yeah.
I took third, and I'm pretty sure Ts'ous took fourth, if I'm
Okay.
correct.
Victor just likes staying up late anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like if I take
And
first watch, that's
this won't
fine.
interfere with our time doing stuff, correct?
No. This is
We haven't-
once everybody's done and is crashed out.
Okay.
This is the watch order.
It
Okay,
means I
so
can start breakfast early if I'm on last watch.
that's true. You can.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys set up your camp. So 3 tents, 2 water catchers. Um, then, okay. So we have our an hour before crashing out. Nicarius, is there anything you wanted to do? What do you want to do for
Um,
that hour?
do we still all have water, correct? We're all full?
No. You would have used half. So everybody
Yeah.
is down to 2 water skins full and 2 empties.
Well, I know some people, I don't know if anybody will be studying the map or no, or
That's up to you guys to decide who has the map right now.
Y'all
Sauce.
trusted me with the map.
Yes, the one who is not actually contracted to do this job has this super, super rare, priceless map. You have given.
That was a great
I
idea.
was going for whoever has got the best survival. I don't care.
No, I'm just
I only
saying.
have a +3 to survival.
I thought you were.
I have a
Nicarius
+3
was-
survival. And I said either Ts'ous or Wrecked, and Ts'ous came up first. So I said,
Yeah,
fuck
I
it.
thought you were holding the map, but like we would be the one guiding, or one of us.
I did actually specifically state that we were rolling it out, though, is the other thing.
Okay, well, who is physically holding and carrying?
I literally have it in my inventory.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Whose inventory has it listed?
I was going to literally, like, grab it out for him, but that's fine.
Well, okay. Here's the
We
thing.
could study at times, but
Last session.
Because
I was like, we were about to study it, so I said I handed it over to him. I guess I didn't specifically say I took it back, though. So
Yes,
Well,
and
and
I also
Lilith
said,
gave it to Ts'ous, though.
yeah, and I said it has to be in someone's character sheet.
okay, well, that's fine. I wasn't gonna fight it, so
Okay.
I was just saying,
You can ask for it back. I mean,
that was my plan.
Yeah.
Do
All
that
right.
originally, but
So, okay. Well, starting with you, Nicarius. What do you want to do? Is there anything you want to do in the evening? You don't have to do anything. It's just.
I do want to get water, but it's kind of the thing I've been doing every freaking night for ages, but
Well, it's up to
I
you.
don't really have any other ideas either. So
All right. Well, remember, you're also looking for food too.
Too
It's
bad
fit- it's
we
fit-
didn't grab water from this giant thing that we had to cast water walk on.
This is
as
true.
we walked over.
we could technically purify it. We're right next to it. Would you say that I
You
can do that as
are
a
2
We're
miles.
2 hours.
2 miles away. That would be at least
An hour.
alone in the jungle. Unless somebody goes with you. I mean, yeah, you would be spending 2 miles there, 2 miles back.
I didn't realize it was that far, so
Yeah.
never mind.
Uh,
We didn't think about it when we were there.
so yeah.
Well,
Well,
might
I'm gonna
well
do
have
something
fish.
on my own today because
Okay.
I've gotten to water for many, many, many days, so I'm gonna do something on my own.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I would
And does
like
it require
whispers.
whispers? Okay. Because I gotta. do that. Okay, whispers. Hold on here. Okay. Okay. What do we got?
So, what I would like to do, if possible, is this can take a long time, but I'd
Okay.
like to start writing a spell
Oh, okay. So now you're transcribing a spell, like from a scroll?
from my own. I'm trying to create a spell, and it can take a while, but it's up to you if I can do
Yeah.
that or not.
Okay. It takes long. If you're going to create your own
Yes,
new spell,
I know.
yeah, this will take some time. So,
I want to start work on it.
okay. So what I'm going to do, since you're kind of springing this on me, I'll say, yeah, you can start. The specifics of what you can do, how long
I
it's
know.
going to take, and everything, I'll have to work
And
with
I
you
feel like we
offline.
should talk about this later on.
Yeah.
I am literally, I was planning on going out in, like, not super far out of the camp, but just away on my own inside of people.
Yeah,
Having
that's fine. Just on the edge of
parchment or
camp. Yeah.
using my spell shard and just starting to write shit.
Okay. So, yeah, no problem. I can say, I'm going to write down, okay, you spend an hour working on this, and yes, out of session we'll work
We
on the
will chat a little
specifics.
bit
Yeah.
more. I know I'm
Uh,
springing it on you,
no,
so
no worries, no worries. Okay, I'll move us back. Okay.
I'm very suspicious of you.
You should always be suspicious of me.
All right. So,
At this point, my characters are 100% just chaos base.
so everybody sees Nicarius after you guys get the camp set up and everything. He kind of goes off. He's not, trudging off into the woods. He's just to the edge of camp. Everybody can still see him. He just kind of sits down and he pulls out his spell shard. And you guys have all seen it before. And because he pulls it out and all the stuff gets displayed out on it. And you see him. He pulls it out and it's kind of normally it's like a bunch of words, but this one it's kind of blank, and he just kind of starts, words
I
or
start
sigils
writing and like arcane ruins just start
start,
to
yeah,
appear.
which
Yeah,
is it really probably wouldn't mean anything to anybody else, but most people would notice like that one was blank, and now there's things appearing on it. So
Hmm.
that is what Nicarius is doing to Sauce. What? Uh, um. Hmm.
Offhand.
Uh, let's see. You, I would say you have never personally been there. You have heard of it,
Oh, yeah. I
and that
mean,
would be the same with Rect as well.
a
Um,
large majority of my travels have been from port to port,
yeah,
with the occasional times of going out and exploring other places, which is what took me to Firefinger
yeah,
to gain and have more info. But
yeah. You would have, you and Rect would have heard reference to the Monkey Bridge.
the Monkey Bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you would
Um,
have known that's what Atasmahaha um,
okay.
is another name for it.
I'm I'm going to uh go out into the woods a little bit again.
Okay.
I'll be back, everyone. I'm gonna go say hi to some friends
All
again.
right, so that's going to require some whispers. So,
Yep.
okay.
So
So,
I'm a lying son of a bitch.
of course you are. I know. What about your character?
Oath of treachery.
All right.
Uh, so, um,
Oh, real quick, did you get a chance to look at the dossier from the Zentarum?
no.
Okay. It's not that detailed, but that would be like initial information you would have.
So do I have any way of trying to make contact back with the Zentarum?
No. once a day, just randomly at some point, usually once a day, it's a report, and that's what these are. The, this the dossier you got, they're all under 25 words, so
Right.
it's a quick little, pertinent information. It's not full sentences.
Right.
It's yeah.
So I figure for the most part, they would actually normally hit me up in the later evening. That's when I could give a contact of what's gone on for that day.
Usually yes, but there are times that's the expected time, but
Right.
sometimes it's earlier, random points of the day. Some days you don't get one.
Right.
So,
So I'm going to go out into the woods, and for the most part, I'm going to just wait and hope my message comes through.
okay. So we'll roll
Roll a
a
D100.
yeah, and I'm gonna say you have to 50%. So if you roll 50 or higher, you'll
Okay.
get your message.
Come on, baby. I clicked it.
You
Hell
lucky
yeah.
son of a bitch. All
Hell yeah.
right. So, um, okay, just so you know, the dossier that's information you've already received. This from
Right.
previous messages. So now in your head, and it's not always the same voice.
Right.
Clearly, they have several people who have whose their job is to cast this spell. I mean, that's their job. Is just they sit there and cast it however many times needed. So you basically get a Ts'ous agent or wolf. I think your rank is wolf. I
Right.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
wolf sauce report.
Just- I am in current possession of something of great knowledge. I ask for a scry on my location
Okay, all right.
with a good cartographer to see.
Oh, okay. Uh, so this was like I'm gonna say 30 minutes into your 1 hour that you're out there. So 30
Yep.
minutes, you waited 30 minutes, you got this. And
And granted, I'm going to be kind of studying the map during the same time anyway.
okay,
So I'm kind of doing a bit of a twofer, but uh basically I'm going to let them study the map while I study the map.
all right. Okay, this is something that I had not planned for, and I'm loving it. So,
You're
okay,
welcome.
so
Hey man, I'm Zentarum. Uh, I'm all for all of this info, but I've got to look out for my own skin.
okay, so
Granted, I still have 2 weeks before I shed, but
yeah.
molt.
Well, no, you're pure blood. So you do have some scales. It's not a full body thing.
Right.
Yeah. So it would be, I mean, it would be like you would have to it would be. I think you said it's like on your neck and shoulders, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what it'd be. At some point,
Head,
yeah,
neck, shoulders, and kind of along like the spine of my back.
yeah. So not a lot. It would be like at some point you would have to go off by yourself and kind of rub up against a tree.
Yeah.
But so it's been you wait about 10 or 15 more minutes, and same voice comes back, and clearly they're relaying. They're the
Right.
they it says hold on a sec. Scrying. Message comes back saying, "Tell us general location to make scrying easier."
Uh, let's see if I can.
Well, you are exactly 2 miles
Yeah,
southeast.
I was.
of
I
Mesra.
was looking.
Yeah.
I was looking for the measurements.
Okay.
So I
Or actually, no. It would be 3 miles because you
three
cross the river.
miles from Mesra, 10 miles north of uh
Tasmahaha.
yeah.
Okay.
But they should be able to scry on a person.
Oh yes, which is
If
what they're
they
doing.
want-
They're just trying to make
Right.
this as easy as possible.
Right.
So because they would have like
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
something
Sorry.
of yours.
I've only
Yeah.
used scrying once. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, there are a lot of variables like, they know
Yep.
your not likeness. They would probably have something of yours on hand
Yep.
just for situations exactly like this. They're
Yep.
just like making it a little bit easier on us. Just tell us exactly where
Uh-huh.
you are. So I will say, and you're being fully aware that a scrying is going to happen, you would open yourself basically and not resist.
Yep.
So they would, yeah, and it's 10 minutes. Oh, and you did say have a cartographer on hand.
I did.
You did. Fuck. So,
You're welcome.
you, I'm assuming you lay out the map nice and flat
Yep.
so it's easy to see. And uh, after 10 minutes, so it was 30, 15 minutes, 45. That takes 10 minutes. It's at this point you've got like 5 minutes before the rest of the group is going to be like, hey, where's?
Yep.
Because this is
So
getting to the end of that hour.
I'm going to write on a small piece of paper.
Well, the 10 minutes has ended at this point.
No, no, near the end of that
Oh,
time.
okay.
I'm going to write on a piece of paper same time tomorrow.
Okay. Um, and
Or
then,
I'm going to write roughly the time tomorrow.
okay.
So saying we do all this stuff at, let's say, 7 o'clock at night, and that was when I began. The message came in at 7:30. I'm
Yeah.
going to say, hey, be here at, or, contact me at 7 tomorrow, 7:10 tomorrow,
Okay.
and we'll begin the scry.
All right. And then, so you do that like 5 minutes in. You
Yeah.
write that and just kind of put it next to the map, and you just kind of sit back and wait. After the 10 minutes, now this is the third sending message. This is, usually it's one. This will be the third. So this tells you without a roll or anything, they think this is extremely important to send three sending message and a scry.
Yep.
So they will reply, agreed, same time, we need this, we need more. Didn't same time, we need this. Didn't get it all. We will continue this process until complete. Well, that's only 15. So,
Mm. And in my reply, I expect well and due payment, including but not limited to magical items.
you wait a
Done.
few. Yeah, you wait a few minutes. There's no reply.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, yeah. So, uh,
Hey man, I'm still valuable enough. I'm one of the only people who can make that trek from port to port
oh
without
yeah, yeah.
company, so I know that I'm important enough.
And that's
And they
why you got the scry just on the
right,
first request.
right.
Because I would say you're not a flippant person. It's if you say I need this right now by this
Um,
time, and based on your rank as well, that they would know. Okay,
okay,
burn
this
it.
isn't
This is a
someone
yeah.
pulling
This
our leg.
yeah. Burn this spell.
All right,
Yeah. It's important.
let's
So
let's
yeah.
move back.
I will move you back. Or yeah, I'll move you back.
I'll move back, so you move back.
Too late. Okay,
Welcome
so
back.
after about an hour, Sauce comes back. Actually, like exactly an hour. Uh, he comes back walking into camp
Who does?
to
I do.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Oh, okay.
He was this is our hour. What are you doing for the hour before bedtime thing? Uh,
Ah.
So
Necarious.
is anyone getting water and food right now?
Nope. Necarious had, went off to the edge of camp, kind of away from everybody, but still visible. And Fortune, I don't know if anybody explained, just real quick. His spell book is actually a spell shard. So when he opens it, uh, it actually displays in the air. The basically, yeah.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
and it's his focus as well. So you've seen him when he casts spells. He'll open his hand because it's in your hand. It's like tied to your hand, right?
Okay.
Or how
Uh,
is it?
it's I would say probably has it kind of like embedded in where my like a normal focus would be, kind of like cloth around it and it's just on my hand.
Yeah.
Is it
So
inside?
when he casts spells, instead of like you've seen Fortune, you would have seen wizards before. They'll whip out a book and then they'll cast. He just like opens his hand and it the pages display just in the air. But there's always, you see the sigils and the writing and everything. This time he went over and he opened it and it was blank. And just he started writing sigils. It's just that was the only difference. Normally it's full of writing. This time it was blank, and then he started writing. So for an hour he's sitting over
Okay.
there. He's just over by himself, just doing that. And at the same time, Sauce went off into the woods for an hour. Um, so
I went to talk to friends.
so
It was an
for
evil fucking laugh.
yeah, actually, Fortune, since you're here and on stream now, could you do a quick character intro?
Hey everybody, I'm Kat. I'm playing Fortune, the tiefling bard, soon to be revealed college, maybe, possibly. She is definitely a little bit on the darker, creepier side of bards, though. And she is a fortune teller, hence her name, Fortune. So
All right, and I have
that's not a exact replica of her, but it's close
yeah,
enough.
it's the token we have.
Yeah, it's the closest color-wise I could.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So now, okay, Fortune, Victor, or Rex, who wants to go next with what they're going to be doing during the evening, if they're going to be doing anything at all? At all. Well, here, well, Fortune, since you're the first one on my list, what would you be doing during? I mean, you're new to the group, so you technically don't have to do anything except, just hang out.
Uh, she would just be sitting there playing with her Taroka deck, shuffling it and doing little readings and stuff. She'd probably be talking to herself a little bit as well. Just listening and to the forest around her and speaking back to it almost.
Okay, cool. So just in your own little place, chilling out. All right,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah, she's doing little readings of herself essentially.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just working with the cards. I can see that.
Mhm.
Cool. Victor, how about you?
Do I know that no one went out to get water?
Um, uh,
No, because this is all happening at the same time.
yeah, this is all. So, Fortune sits down, starts flipping through the cards. At the same time, Necarious walks over and starts writing in their spell book. At the same time, Sauce has walked off into the woods.
But I
Yeah, but
did
oftentimes we'll
specifically,
like arrange. Oh, we're gonna.
I
I
did
did also kind
say,
of sit there thinking about it for a second, and I did say something that I don't know if we caught, like if I was actually saying that in person or not.
What about the water?
I think I said like I'm not doing water today. You guys figure it out
Okay.
before I started doing my
and
book.
and
But
you did hear that Ts'ous was going out to talk with friends.
Yeah.
So
So you would have.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, through the process of elimination, yeah, I think I will try to find some water.
Okay, go ahead and give me a
Nature, right?
nature. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why in my brain.
Well,
I'm doing good tonight. Oh, dang. All right. You get. Okay, so you are successful. You get 4 gallons of water and uh, 8 pounds of food.
Oh, good lord.
Nice.
if I'm correct, that would bring all but one of us back up to 4.
4 gallons of water, except for two. You have six
Oh
people in
yeah,
your group,
because yep.
and
Still got Azaka.
so uh,
I'll go without.
so you know that Sauce at this point has.
I don't need an extra.
So at this point, you now know that Sauce and Fortune do not need more than a gallon per day. So at
I
this
still
point,
have 2.
yeah, everybody right now has two full water skids.
Victor, purify.
And I'm going to.
Sorry. It's
So
just
I
allergies.
purify the food and water.
Perfect.
okay, thank you for remembering to say food because you did catch 4 fish.
Yes, I'm gonna purify everything.
Oh yes, and our ridiculous amount of fish scales that also need to
so
get turned into glitter.
so yeah, so the fish were 52, but I said it's 50 pounds of food after the gutting and the scaling. So the
Okay.
scales though are going to take either they have to dry because if you keep them in a container, you have to leave them out. So here's the
Right.
thing. So like as long as it's not
So
raining and they're left.
here's what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay.
So when I return to camp, actually, once we get the camp set up and we get a fire
I
going,
can't hear Max.
Oh,
I can.
you are fortunate. You're in. Yeah, you're in Ring of the World.
Give me a second.
That's
I
weird.
hear her.
Yeah, we
One thing
can you
was
hear
gonna
you can
say.
hear everybody else,
There he
right?
is. There he
Okay.
is.
Okay. So what would have happened though?
Okay, I
And
exited out
this
and
is
joined back in.
fairly
Say something.
average for
No, I
Ts'ous.
can't hear him again.
Weird.
Yeah.
In the meantime, though, so I would have strung the fish up on a line
Okay.
for them all to kind of dry out and get them set up and prepared because I also want their scales dry when I descale them
Right. Okay. So yeah, so you gutted
because that's
them.
easier.
Yeah, you've gutted them, and then they're strung up now to dry.
Right.
Um. Okay. I'll.
And then not only that, but I could also wind up smoking some of them as well. But I still have the preserving thing, which will last me quite a while.
Here's
Now, I do believe you just told me we got 8 more pounds, right?
no. Two less. So it was 52 pounds raw.
No, 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 no.
Oh no.
I pre-calculated that.
Sorry. Yes,
Eight
8 more.
pounds.
Yes, you're
Okay,
correct. I apologize.
because you have
Yes.
to remember, I'm the one
Right.
keeping track of the pounds for my bag of
Yes.
preserving.
You are correct. Eight more pounds of food. Yes.
Rude.
Fuck you, Max. What I have to say about that.
And
I
I've
probably
also
deserved
got
it.
a thing of ink, which I have no need for. So if you guys need something to
Okay.
hold whatever you're doing, I can have it. You can have it.
Oh, an
I
inkwell
can use
would
ink.
be. That's
It's
like.
literally ink. It's what it's called. It's literally ink, like it's a
Yeah.
bottle of ink.
Yeah, but
I
it'd
could
be
use
like
ink.
a vial. That's a pretty small.
I
Uh,
could use ink.
Oh, and I heard something about glitter. It could probably fit in there.
Oh no, it's gonna be pocket glitter. It's gonna
Yeah.
stay in my
Oh.
pocket so I can
Well,
chuck it in someone's face.
apparently you're not the only one who wants in on the fish scales.
Well,
So
I have a plan. I have an idea for in case I ever need to do someone's reading and run away.
okay, so you guys can work out the divvying up the fucking fish scales. I didn't know that was gonna be the hot ticket item.
I need the fish scales. I need the fish
Yeah,
scales.
that's up to you guys how you divvy it up. So yeah, I'll say, but the problem is, Sauce, with that is there is a light rain. If you
Oh,
recall,
really?
it's light rain and some wind today. So hanging them up will not dry them out.
Not unless we cover them.
Mhm.
You can cover them, but
Yeah,
it's going to take more than an evening to
yeah, that's
dry.
fine. We've got a lot of other stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think we need this right now. So
Yeah. So,
I'll,
I mean, the
if
thing
it's
is,
raining, I'll store them, hold on to
exactly.
them for later, and we'll come back to them.
Yeah, and that's
Easy
what I was
peasy.
gonna say. You can, get all the scales wet, but at some point you need to like lay them out to dry. And
Yep,
if you get one of these really hot days, I will
right.
say that will increase the rate at which they'll dry. So,
Okay.
My game we role play about paperwork. This game we role play about fish scales.
hey, this is what D&D is all about. All
Yeah.
right. So, Victor, so
Mhm.
you go out, you did your foraging, so you got some water. So at this point, everybody except Fortune and Sauce should have 4 full water skins.
Okay.
Clean water.
Yes.
All right. And of course, Victor, I'm just assuming that it's how you're ritually casting the.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not burning a spell slot for it. All right. Rect. What would you like to do this evening?
I'm strolling off, and I'm doing like some quick markings on. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to see what I have. Actually, can I mark the trees as I go? Kind of like, okay.
Um.
What I'm doing is basically trying to familiarize myself around this area to help to sauce with the survival check.
Okay. This actually works pretty well narratively because if you notice on the map, I make a red mark for
Mhm.
every place you've gone. That we actually, me and Kat or Lily at the time worked out a system because uh, we were kind of going in circles at points, and I made it to where if you've been to like through an area once, it lowers the chances that you'll get lost in those areas again. So this is a good, actually, this is great because this gives a narrative uh, reason for those marks. So absolutely, yeah, you can definitely be doing that. Excuse me. Um, I would say that's almost something like you can be doing throughout the day. Um, like just as you go, kind of making marks or something. So I would say I don't know if that would necessarily take like an hour each evening to. Oh, you're wanting to make that part of working with the map. Is that
Yeah,
what you meant?
yeah, but since I don't have the map, I'm
Exactly.
just doing trees and like I don't have
Oh,
paper either, so
You
uh,
can
yeah.
go ask for it.
Nah,
yeah, you could follow him out and
nah,
okay, okay. So
crazy. I've been in this group for I don't know how long, and I'm just following this one.
okay. Ooh. So that's a tough one because he's not here with the map at this time.
I mean, I have a case full of notes. I can just put the back paper and just scribble notes on it. Can I do
Okay,
that?
so you're just trying. Are you like just trying to like make your own little map, or
Not
what?
map, but things to look. Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of map, but it's more of
Like landmarks to look for?
cautions. Yeah,
Okay, so like,
I'm not cautions.
all right. Okay, okay. So yeah, I could say for an hour. At the end of the day, you can say like Firefinger, because where you are now, no, you're too far away to see Firefinger from where you are. But I would say, yeah, you can make a note like, south of Mesro, the things you can see, stuff like that. And I'd say, yeah, that would take you. It won't give advantage, but it will
Yeah, but I'm
lower.
saying that once we're in the forestry area,
Uh huh.
I want to know, like do markings of like where's where, like so that even though I can't see it, I know it's like right over there. Like extra climbing the trees to see like what's
Oh,
up,
you're actually like, okay, yeah,
and then marking on the
okay,
trees.
okay. Wait, so I understand. You've got your paper, and you're making notes of like landmarks, stuff like that, maybe
Yeah,
rough maps, and
the
then you're
marking
also
is just like basic three
okay.
claw marks, but on my map or notes,
Uh
it's just like okay, if you see three claw marks on this, blah blah blah.
Okay. But you're doing both. It's like you're making physical marks on trees and you've got your note. Okay, so yeah, definitely, yeah, that would take an hour, and I would say it will lower the DC on the navigation check. It won't give advantage, but it will
Okay.
affect the DC. So
Yep.
okay, so
Yeah.
that all happens simultaneously. And then Fortune, they worked up an order for watches since you no longer have alarm, and it's a four watches, and apparently you didn't make the cut. Sorry, you get to sleep all night.
Yay! She gets her beauty sleep.
So yeah, after an
Oh,
hour,
by the way,
yeah.
Sauce. Sorry, first night you're gonna figure out that she kicks with her hooves.
Meh.
Oh, all right. And
She
so
kicks in her sleep.
So just the sleeping arrangements, if I got it correct, is Fortune and Sauce,
Hmm.
and then Victor and Azaka, Nicarius by himself, and Wrecked as usual, just finding a nice comfy spot, either in, on, around a tree. Just yeah, because yeah, you really that's normal for you, I believe. We established you didn't actually have like a structure. So yeah, so that's the
I
sleeping arrangements.
did have another question, and it's okay if not. If not, but could I be doing the same thing I was doing for my uh hour during my watch, or will that take away from me watching?
Absolutely. You will be if you're doing that, you are not paying attention to
That's
anything else.
that's fine. That's fine. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
I mean, you
I'm
can
just checking.
you can do that during your watch, but that will affect whether you
Probably give
notice
me some
anything.
sort of minus for my passive perception
It will
or
be
something like that.
a massive minus.
Yes, I know.
So yeah, okay, then we will do we'll do the order here. So right now we're gonna go Victor.
Yeah.
Roll me D, just a straight D20, if
Give
possible.
me a second.
Okay. Oh yeah, the ink guys. Character sheet. Take it off and add it to other.
Now that I think about it, my passive perception is a 13 now.
Okay.
As swapping ability scores because different things were needed.
Okay. All right. 17 it is. Let's see here. Um, okay. Um, so while everybody crashes out, Victor, you now question, would you be kind of will you pick like one point, kind of sit there, like a good vantage area and kind of look around, or do you like do a patrol? Do you like walk around? Which would be your kind of method of keeping watch?
Picking a good vantage point, sitting down, watching.
All right. So, um, so as you're there, you got a nice spot. I'd say for this one, there's actually a really solid tree, and you're actually like, I can climb up a few branches there, and it's kind of hidden, but it allows you to like look down and see the entire campsite. So you're able to get up there and very easily, like it's made to just sit there. You're able to sit there comfortably, and you can just by just moving your head can scan the entire campsite. You have a good bird's eye angle. Um,
Awesome.
and while you're there, you notice it takes you like a couple times, but like you look, it's like it looked like something moved, but it was like no, no, it's fine. And then something else, and it's like okay, you could have sworn. And then the third time, it's like all right, you see movement, and it's not just one. It's like at 3 points around the camp, you see it's actually people dressed
People.
humanoid at least. Um,
Okay.
they're actually dressed in. You have dark vision, correct?
I have
It
300 feet of dark vision.
specifically dark vision, so it's
Yes.
gray. They're looks like they're dark clothes. They
Okay.
have bows. You can see that, and you see a lot of once they get really close, within like 30 feet of the camp, they like start doing like hand signals.
Okay.
And I'd say
Um.
you're like I'd say 20 feet up in this tree, but it's almost like the camp is set up like right next to it. So I'm gonna say you're literally like right above the camp, but you're 20 feet up.
All right. Okay. I'm going to. I'm double checking. I think it should be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I was just double checking the dark vision thing,
Okay.
and it's yeah. Um, dim light isn't affecting me. I'm going to come down from the tree. I would like to try to do this stealthily, I suppose.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. And to be clear, they have gotten within 30 feet and they have stopped and are now doing hand signals to each other.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's a 15.
All right. You think you're being sneaky. uh, so
I would like to go to the tents and wake everyone up.
I also need you to give me an acrobatics check.
Okay, fun.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to not slip once getting down out of the street, even trying to be sneaky about it. So you're able to, without slipping or anything, sure-footed, sure holds the whole way down, no problem.
Great.
Um, just Sauce, did you try and send me a? Oh, okay. Uh, uh, they're they are still in the bushes outside and being blocked from the existing campfire, and the campfire at this point, oh, it's first watch, so it'd still be there, but um, so Victor you can see them, but you can't see color at this point because they
Yeah.
are making a point to keep the bushes, shrubs, things like that in between.
Yeah. So if they get into dim light at all, I can see color.
Yeah, which yeah, I mean yeah, right, yeah, it's like dark grays at this point is what you're seeing.
Okay.
Their coloring. Um, oh, right. Yes, Victor would be lit up by the fire right now, but I'm assuming since they're trying to be sneaky, that they are again trying to stick to the outside and not be lit up. I'm including uh, in that stealth check their attempt to avoid being detected by either sound, light, anything like that. Um, uh,
Keyword attempting.
yes, I'm trying to
Yeah. They might
trying
not
to
be
trying to not
successful.
give it away. That's all I said. If you believe you're hidden with a
Yeah.
15.
Well, no, that's the truth of all
Yeah.
stealth checks. You think you're hidden. It's not a you are guaranteed to be hidden thing.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
actually, let me see real quick. Gotta check something. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to kinda make this up. Um, okay. And I gotta do that actually. Just a second, everybody. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. So once you're down on the ground, you can no longer see them just because of the height advantage. That's how you could spot them. Once you're on the ground, you remember the direction, like where they are or they were when you climb down, but you can't
Mm.
physically see them now like you could before because there's branches and bushes in the way. So you do manage to get down. Um, what do you do?
I want to wake everyone up. Go to each tent.
Okay. Well, Rect, I would say, is at the base of this tree actually, since it's a nice big tree. It had some roots that kind of made a natural little shallow. So
So then
Rect,
I would wake them up.
okay. So Rect, you feel a gentle your shoulder
Huh?
being shaken.
Frank will turn over. Just look at
Victor,
Doctor.
yeah, you
Yep.
see Victor like.
I will whisper that there are 3 people approaching camp.
There's hot chocolate in the tent. All right.
All right, I'm down.
I will wink at him and then help him wake up the other.
Okay.
So I will go to Nicarius, his tent.
Okay. Um. Yep. So you move
Very
Nicarius.
nice. Snoring.
Boring.
So
I
Rect
guess
is
I'm going back to my tent to wake up the Zaka. Or
okay.
wait, is there another tent? There's another tent.
There
Where's the
are
other tent?
3 tents.
I will go to the one with 2 more people in it.
That would be Fortune and Sauce in their tent.
Got it. I will go to their tent.
Okay. So you go to their tent. Rect, you said you were. What were you doing? You were going to Nicarius's.
With Nicarius. Yep.
Um. So you go there, and at that point, you all see. So Sauce in full armor.
Yep.
With a blanket over his whole head, everything. But at that point, Uh, the three figures step into the light, bows drawn, and at this point you can see they're dressed in greens, light combination of light greens, dark greens, and black. Very camouflage.
I get woken up and everybody else got woken up, correct?
As
No,
soon
not yet.
as Rect and Victor went for the tents, that put
Okay.
them in the light of the fire, and
Mhm.
they moved into from the brush, bows drawn, and say, "Stay where you are." To the two they see, which is Rect and Vicarious.
Does that wake us up with
That
the
does wake
passive
up. That does
perception?
wake everyone up. They are not whispering it. They are yelling, commanding, "Stay where you are."
You're really gonna stop me from my hot chocolate? I turn towards them.
Don't know about hot chocolate. We just
He
want to
said there
know.
was hot chocolate in the tent, and I'm walking my way to the tent.
We need to
And who
know
might you be?
interested parties in protecting the forest. We want to know your intentions.
Oh, we were invited to Crucible, so we're just passing through.
The Arakakra Enclave.
What?
Yes.
Um, well, that's a true statement. So, uh, there's, yeah. So, the one who was giving commands looks over, and they're wearing, hoods, face coverings. Uh, he kind of, he'll look over. They're all full draw on their longbows.
I
Um,
will step out of my tent with my hands up
okay.
so
And
that they know I am peaceful.
um, one of the three switches to you because there were two targets. Um,
And
Rect,
now there's three.
yeah, Rect, you had two people pointing at you, and Victor had one. Now that Nicarius has stepped out, one of them switches to
Hello.
Are
Nicarius.
they speaking in common?
They are speaking in common. And when
I
Let's
cut out for a
assume I
moment.
don't know if they. I'll try.
hold on a second, Nicarius, real quick. Victor, where did it cut out for you?
They were still on us.
Um,
We had just said that we were going to Crucible.
yeah, Crucible. At that, the one giving commands, a male voice, um, he like eyes one of the other guys, other people, and
Hmm.
at that time, Nicarius had stepped out of the tent, raised his hands, and one of the two people that was had their bow unwrecked switched to Nicarius.
Hmm. And
And
well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, we have no ill intentions towards the forest. I'm concerned.
Um, they'll like all three set of eyes look to you, and they're like studying you. And the one that was pointing at you, Victor, releases the bow. It doesn't release. Sorry, removes tension, so that it's not full draw. They,
Okay.
but
Like,
it.
oh, they just shoot me.
No, they don't. It's the opposite. They don't put their bows down, but they release the draw. So, but they're still pointed at you, and they could pull and shoot if they wanted to.
Hmm.
And they will then say, female voice, "This is good. May we talk?" And she'll look at
I
the other two, and they'll release their draws as well.
You have
Um.
a relationship
Uh.
with the air
I
cover?
Oh, uh,
believe. I don't know
sorry,
who's talking.
yeah,
Who's going?
they'll respond to Rec and say, "We are aware of them. We um, we don't necessarily have a relationship with them, but our goals are aligned."
Um. We are willing to talk. We do have a few other companions. They are probably awake at this point. Will you allow them to come out?
And at this point,
Um.
she will actually stow the bow, and the other two will as well, and put up their hands and say, "Yes, we would like to speak."
Um, I will gather them around the campfire, try to get everybody around the campfire so we can chat.
Yeah. So
Fortune comes out flipping to carry us off.
What did I do?
We were gonna stay in the tent. Out of character, we were gonna stay in the tent and we were gonna have the element of surprise
Yep.
if we
So.
needed it. So
Well,
So yeah, you guys come out and let's see.
I
Pass.
mean, Azaka's still not out here.
Fortune does have her deck of cards in her hand and she's just shuffling it.
They will all
Yeah.
kind of sit next to each other or near each other and say, "We are with an organization that we are tasked with protecting uh, the island of Chult." And
Well,
go ahead.
no, no good discussing things on an empty stomach. Let me get a little food prepared.
And she'll say, "We've already eaten, and
I
thank you."
insist any deal must be done. It is a custom of mine, and I promise my food is beyond belief. Here, give me a moment. I'll
you
show
can
you. And I'll
literally
reach into
cook
the back
anything and make it edible and
and
great.
I'll
So just
pull
trust
out
me.
a couple, treats. Break one in half, eat one, hand the other to them. It's truly, I've got a lot of food anyway. I'd be happy to cook something up fairly quickly.
The guy will take it and he'll hold it. And she'll say, "No deals need to be made. We're just ensuring your intent, as most or many who come through don't have the best of intentions."
You say as you insult me.
What'd I miss?
The guy takes a bite. He looks at you and takes a bite.
And he
Um,
should taste something that tastes absolutely phenomenal.
Is this like a leftover from?
This is part of my treats. So
Oh,
it's a
your.
regular. It's one of the
Oh,
snacks.
yeah. So he'll be like patronizing, like, "Yeah, whatever. Take a bite." And without a perception check, even in the dark, you'll see his eyes will kind of bug out a little and go and kind of look down at it like,
I didn't
Okay.
under over exaggerate, did I?
yeah. And he's like, like, again, eyes to the female who at this point you can kind of assume is kind of in charge. And he's kind of doing the talking, but he's constantly deferring and
Rechecking with
Well,
them. Yep.
yeah. Um,
now that we have had a treat, I have no intention of hurting the forest, and from what I know of my companions, they do not either.
okay.
Um,
Also,
we are at this point trying to get to curse the ball. That is our only intention at this point. We cannot continue on with the rest of our objective and tell them.
and might I ask what this objective is?
It is a secret of some sort, but it has something to do with the death curse at this point.
Their eyes they'll get much more defensive at that.
It was
Not
only
as
good
a bad
intention.
thing, it's an attempt to dispel it or get rid of it.
Um, at this point, the third one will look at Azaka's tent and like sniff, and then will pull out their bow and draw it at the tent. And
What's going on?
There's no need for that.
there's another.
Yes.
As they do that, I pull out a little bit of like foundation powder apply it to my face, and I cast Friends. She's just asleep. She is our guide.
Okay, if I recall correctly, friends, there's no
Semantic
save.
and material
Yeah,
component. That's it.
but
Also,
Not
they'll
there's
line,
no
know.
food,
save either, right?
apply. Nope, it's
Yeah, it
it
just
just gives me advantage on charisma checks directed at one creature that
okay,
isn't hostile. So I'm
right.
aiming it at their leader
Okay.
essentially. So
Yeah. So the third one is just there's another one. They're in the tent still.
she's just our guide. She's probably either still asleep or doesn't want to come out.
At that point, Azaka would come out, hands up, and say, "Was just listening. Was waiting for invitation." And then the third one will stow their bow, and Azaka will come out and sit down. And Sauce and Fortune, you will notice that all three of them, um, greens, camouflage, they all have little, on some point on them, have little symbols that you recognize as Emerald Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
And just because of your guys' background, you would be fully aware of what the insignia.
Information
Yeah,
broker.
you guys are fully
Mm-hmm.
aware of the insignias and rank insignias of all
Quick
faction.
question.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, I apologize. I think I just remembered. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, like you would notice. I mean, they're not hidden. That they have symbols, and a couple of them, like you can tell the one female, hers is much higher
Mm-hmm.
rank. I mean, it's not highest, but it's higher than the other two.
So, what would a high-ranking Emerald Enclave member like yourself be out here and doing in the woods?
And she'll look at you and go, "What we always do:
Protect the forest.
end nature and hunt undead."
Yes, well, that is what we are trying to also help do. From the sounds of it, I'm new, so I don't know entirely what this group is getting themselves
There are no
into, but
friends.
I'm all for it.
There are no friends to the undead.
And these are all.
Actually, I'm particularly good against undead. But my apologies. I forgot the bowls. I'm gonna go into my tent real quick, and I move into my tent
They
to
will say,
grab the bowls.
"Please stay. It's fine."
I will not have such discussions on an empty stomach. It is entirely part of my culture. And I
The third one will follow you.
okay.
um, and they will, at this point, they will just say, "We just were concerned for your intent. We saw the light of your campfire and came to investigate. We did not
That
notice the one we, or they would say, we didn't know anyone was awake until we saw these two run for the tents, which they'll look at you two and go, it's very impressive that you could stay hidden from us."
well, it is quite dark. And
So, is this all
we
that you
had
wanted
the
to know?
advantage of being here first.
Yes. Yes, we were simply ascertaining your intent. Simple as
Can
that.
we can we get back to our beauty sleep then? I am definitely one who needs that.
Of course. And um, so, Sauce, you've come back out, right? Wait.
After mocking the guy a little,
So you wanted to join me in my tent, huh?
they they're still masked up. You can't tell if it's a guy or a girl.
that's
Um,
fine. I'm
so, but
still just messing with them.
yeah, their eye like they kind of squint a little, and like there's a little bit of a really. to the like a head tilt, like whatever.
Yep.
um, as
Um,
as you guys come out, that third one is looking at Azaka like, and you notice they're like sniffing, and Azaka is looking at them and clearly getting slightly uncomfortable with the scrutiny.
Can I do an insight check of some sort to figure out what's going on there?
Um, sure. Uh, okay. So you're. I'm trying to figure out what's your the parameters of your insight. So you're trying.
Trying to figure out why they are sniffing and what they might be thinking, like what they might be
Okay. Sure.
sniffing for.
Give me an insight check. Um,
No.
it's rough. It's there's
I was also gonna ask about trying to figure out
okay.
why they were.
Well, with that, Nicarius, this third member is obviously there's something about Azaka that is they are really there's something that's getting their attention, and they knew someone was in the tent without seeing or hearing. So you don't know if it's
What
something.
race is Azaka?
Can I try to figure out if there's something wrong with
Azaka's
Azaka?
human, as far as we know.
Yeah, can I try to figure out if there's something weird about Azaka?
Okay, something weird is a very general. Can you try to narrow that down a little bit for me for your insight? Which I'm assuming like are okay. So yeah, that's too general, man. I need a little more.
I don't know, like anything like not quite human, any like
Okay, okay, that narrows it
I
down.
don't know.
Uh,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me an insight check.
Damn, Travis, you held like really, really still for a second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, I was like, is it gonna? Because I
13.
was just concerned because like they're using the tablet. I was like, is that roll gonna go through? Oh, pupper. Sorry, I am
Never.
easily distracted by pets. Um, let's see here. At this, you can see like Azaka is. Everybody can see she's like visibly getting a little agitated, anxious with the attention that this person is giving them. Um, uh, hold on. I'm going to do a quick, super quick whisper, which I did it the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Okay. With that, like, you, you don't know what it trick of the light something, but as Azaka's eyes are like looking around and looking at this guy, they almost like reflect the light, um, like a cat or a dog. You know how that like in certain light
Hmm.
they'll. It looks like that, but it's just like you're not sure. It just seems a little odd that you're focusing on their body language and everything right now, and that's the only reason you would see that. But
Okay.
that's
I'm
it.
gonna keep an eye on that. I'm gonna be looking for that
So
now.
you're going to be actively just like staring at their eyes. Well, I'm just trying to. Is that what you mean, or
I mean, okay, I'm gonna try not to seem super obvious about it, but I am definitely going to be looking at their eyes.
okay? Well, okay. It'll defect if you want to do a roll again. It'll decide like if you're kind of are you fully paying attention, or if it's like if it pops up that kind of thing, because it'll be different depending
I
on.
am paying attention, but I'm trying to mask that I'm paying attention
Okay, you know what?
by like glancing away every once.
Just to freak them out and stuff. give me because okay, so what you're doing is you are fully paying attention, but you're trying to pretend that you're not. That would be
Mm-hmm.
a performance. So roll me a performance.
Oh yay! Oh, oops, wrong thing.
Yep, there you go. Oh, same thing. Okay, you're trying to make it look like you're not staring at Azaka's eyes, but I'm gonna say Azaka is gonna notice. Nobody else will though.
Okay.
And they're gonna now actively avoid eye contact with you. Sorry,
Okay.
it was a seven, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's past their passive perception. So or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they know you're trying to do something, and you're
Okay.
staring at them right in the eyes. So unfortunately, yeah. So okay, I'm gonna move us back. Okay.
I I tricked them all by placing pies out near the woods so they would eat the
Oh.
pies and not us.
Nice.
Okay. So, all right. So yeah, um, the leader is just mentioning, we were just trying to understand your intent. Now that we know, we appreciate your time. And the guy actually says, "And the snack. This this is really good."
Good.
Of
Try the
course.
soup. It's fantastic.
uh,
Well, happy to have a conversation with you.
It's not often I get to have the pleasure of entertaining others other than these people. And I've got to be a little more careful since we're on an adventure. So,
These people.
all the
these
more
So,
people.
excuse me?
all the more reason to cook for the best I can at a time where impressions mean everything.
uh, they'll say, the leader will say, "Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time." Um,
Yes, I would like to get back to sleep, please.
the third one will at that point move over and sit next to the leader and lean in and
Well,
whisper to them.
I at least poured you some bowls. You must try it. It's
Perhaps if you would
phenomenal.
like, you could
And
stay for a little while some of us go to sleep.
Yeah,
I'll
I will
be staying
happily
awake anyway.
eat
yeah.
it.
So the leader, listening to the whispers while you say that, will say, "Yes, thank you," and take a bowl.
I'll take my bowl and I just want to spark up
I will
something.
take.
Uh, what was that, Rect?
I wanted to spark up a conversation with the leader real quick.
Okay.
So um, she's holding the bowl. I'll ask her. So I've been wanting to um be more aware of the dangers of this forest. Is there something you said that you've been having uh people with ill intent? Um, would it perhaps be, I don't know, the burning hand, or what am I looking for?
The flaming fist?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
she'll
Basically the same.
she'll say it's nothing specific. It's most people who enter adventuring parties are either looting or things like that. We just want to make sure that they're not harming the forest. Um, the Flaming Fist is an annoyance as they clear the forest for their own personal use. Um, but we have no issue with adventuring groups um, as long as they do not harm the land or the forest. That would be
Uh,
her. Was that a burp? Okay.
the soup was good, thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, she's just kind of holding it at this point.
Yeah,
Um.
well, that's
Yeah.
fine. I wound up eating it. I've already drained through mine.
Nakaris, are you attempting to leave?
I'm going into my tent real quick.
Okay.
Is Azaka going back to her tent?
Are they coming with me?
No, not at this point. Azaka is still sitting there looking very agitated.
Azaka, perhaps you should get some rest.
And Azaka will look at you and say, "Yes, I'll go on if everything is okay. I will go rest," and will immediately go back to their tent. And at this point, um, she will look at the group and say, "You, admittedly, you are a rather interesting group. Have you known each
Yes,
other
yes,
long?"
now good night.
And
very
yeah,
long.
she'll say, like, "Have you known each other long?"
2 days. Good night.
Okay.
Not very
They're
long.
our newest.
I will kind of look to the third person. And
Double puppy.
And Victor,
save.
real
Yeah.
quick, you notice the same thing on the
Okay.
with that third person. The same thing you noticed before, you notice again there.
Triple
Oh. But with no one else.
Nope.
Triple puppies.
Yep. So yeah, at this
Do
point,
you
oh, go
know
ahead.
Azaka?
The one who went back in the tent? No, we do not. Do you? How well do you know Azaka?
Admittedly, not very well.
Is that a hand up, Rect, as in I want to talk, or was that I'm scratching my arm? Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure.
Those dogs just both want so much attention.
Yeah. Um, and she'll take, the leader will take a bite while they're having this discussion. And when they take the bite, they'll like pause for a minute and go, "This is amazing."
I've been telling you, I make fantastic food. It's part of my reason for being out into the jungles is to find and come up with various different culinary creations. Uh, I've found all sorts of different things that work fabulous.
And just out of character, what soup is it? What did you use for this one?
So
Because
I figure for the most part, I just pluck little plants here and there from around.
because
And
you're
then
out of Sturge, I know that.
yes, I'm absolutely out of sturge. So this
Okay.
would be a little bit
So
of
you have
some of the stockpile meat that we have.
okay. So you have
Um,
fish and you have
well, and then we have a
meat.
lot of collected meat
Well,
randomly,
the foraging
including.
the foraging food is plants.
Okay. So we
So
do still have some meat from other things,
okay,
though. But that foraging plants, that would be part of this soup.
yeah.
And then, of course, it will also be some zabu mushrooms.
Wait a minute.
Would you
Stand
like me to
by.
post it?
Hold on.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's,
What kind of mushrooms are these?
Zabu mushrooms.
Yes, but what
Poison.
what
well,
effect do they?
hold on.
Are these normal eating mushrooms? Are these
I mean-
seeing things mushrooms?
You can
are
eat them.
Are these
Once.
poison mushrooms?
I mean, they're about to eat them.
You can eat them once.
I haven't said I grabbed a bowl. I've not said anything about that. I think the only
Okay.
person who's eaten them is Ts'ous and
The
Fortune.
sauce and the leader and the guy who wait, Fortune had some.
Yep.
Mhm.
I have not.
Okay.
Nope, most of my party hasn't. But I've specifically also said that the mushrooms are mostly in their bowls and mine.
It's still, if Fortune had some, it's
That's
still,
nope, that's fine
yeah.
because I have other ways around that
Okay.
too. But
Okay. So actually, can you, Fortune, could you put friends up for me? They're aware after it's like a minute, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
aware.
All right.
they know.
They're aware that that some form of magic was used. It's not necessarily the exact spell or
Okay.
who cast it, I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
So, um, all right. So I gotta
But the
make.
thing is that I didn't even use the charisma check,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
um I do want to say that after I get into the tent, I do end up using my uh here, give me just a second.
Okay.
I'll whisper it to you.
Cool. In the meantime, Fortune, you need to give me a con save, please.
Give me a second. I need to do this
Okay.
first. I
Okay.
need to
Okay.
see if I need to send this to you because I think if I do this is send directly to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. That's a wall of text.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna use that as I'm walking into the tent
This
on
is
myself.
this is during a short or long rest. Oh.
You can
Okay.
use an
Yeah.
action to choose one creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said before, I was listening to the forest.
Okay. So you're on yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
So I need to roll a d6.
Yes. Wait. D or D8.
No, d6 because d6 is my
Oh, right.
inspiration die right now.
All right. So
So 5.
So you know that's what I did in my tent.
Okay. That doesn't do anything for me, but so Constitution save.
Yeah. Oh.
Nope.
Okay. Um. Okay.
It's only a somatic component, so
Okay. Okay. So what are you? What's the item?
I'm one weapon that I have on this character.
How much does it weigh?
4 pounds.
Shit. All right. Yeah, you do that. Okay. So this lasts an hour. All right.
It doesn't
Um.
cost me a spell slot.
Nope. Okay.
yikes!
So, Fortune, as you go into your tent, you it's like there are bugs crawling over you. You are itching everywhere. You're just scratching just, everywhere. It's
Can I
yeah.
talk still? Like, is it
Oh yeah.
affecting my sword at all?
Nope. But all your skill checks, any skill check you do will be at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. I just kind of scratching myself, poke my head back out. I might be having an allergic reaction to something in that soup sauce.
My apologies. And I will touch them for 5 points with lay on hands.
And that cures poison.
That cures poison.
I was gonna
Yeah.
go over there and frickin' do protection from poison,
So,
but you
yeah, as they do that, it all goes away and you feel fine. The two other people are like,
Thank you. Much better.
uh,
It's truly good. And I go back and I grab a second bowl.
yeah,
It
they're
was delicious. I'm just apparently allergic. I'm going to bed now.
the two finish their bowls. No
Yes.
effect.
Would you like more?
Uh, well, and she'll say, we should be going.
Please, it won't last very long. And most of my people are going to sleep, so it'll be cold by morning. I might as well put it to use.
We appreciate your hospitality, but we
Huh?
should be
I'm just
going.
watching the third person.
Just keep it in mind in memory, and if you're ever looking for a good meal and you happen to find me around, let me know. I'm happy to help.
Absolutely. You said you haven't known Azaka long, and she's speaking quietly,
Yeah.
like whispering.
hmm
How long have you known Azaka? Your friend?
How
And
long have we been out here?
20 something days.
yeah, actually, you're at I think 18 days right now.
Mm, okay, so
Almost, if you want to use
less than 3
favorite
weeks.
terms, almost to 10 days.
Huh?
10 days
Yeah,
a week in Faerun, so you could use almost to 10 days as a
yeah.
Ah,
terminology
Sauce,
for almost
they
two.
still pass.
good to know.
That's fine.
Yeah,
And I was
Well,
wrong. It's 12.
yeah,
almost to 10 days. However, we haven't spoken much. I'm also talking very, very quietly.
yeah. And they'll say, "Do you? What is she? What do you know about
I
her?"
less than I think I thought I knew.
She
What is
pays
she?
well.
What is you? What are you?
We are Emerald Enclave,
I
and
know.
they
Oh, we
will
knew that.
they will eye the third member and say, "And we have protections and assurances and restrictions that make us work well."
No, I meant you specifically.
The leader,
No, the third one.
they'll they'll look at you and you'll hear them say, "You don't know what she is, clearly." And um, they'll
Should I be aware?
they'll pull back their hood but keep their mask up, and their hair is black with orange tints, just like Azaka's hair. And she'll pull it back up. Sauce, they still pass.
Huh?
Oh, that was an old one. Never mind.
That was the old one.
Sorry. Um,
Goodness.
What is it? What
um,
is it that causes that?
uh, she'll, with her hood down, will then pull down the mask, and you'll see their features change a little bit. They'll grow fangs, and the hair will start growing on their face, same like color, tiger stripes, and their hands will grow claws, and then they'll revert back to what they were. And they'll say, "I can smell my own kind."
Is there reason that we should be concerned?
And they'll kind of shake their head and go, You've never dealt with werefolk, obviously.
No, I
It
can't
is
say
a
that I have.
constant fight to control, maintain, and remember to do the right thing. It is extreme. I have spent my life with spells, amulets to control myself.
Well then, I commend you.
If you've only known them 10 days,
Two 10 day.
oh
Two
yeah,
ten.
2 10 days, like there will be a point where you might have to deal with them when they can't control themselves.
I see. Well, it is at least good that we know to look out for it.
And at this point, Azaka will step out and go, "If you can smell me, you know I can hear it too." And she'll say, "Yes." And she will then shift to her hybrid form, which is claws, everything. And then even full shift into tiger, and then back to human. And she'll say, "I too have had this most of my life. There is no concern. I have full control and always have."
See.
Yeah. And yes, it explains now why Azaka was looking so agitated when this
Mhm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at that, we're going to go take a break.
Yeah, I totally
Alright.
forgot. Yes.
So
You're
we will.
welcome.
We'll be back in 10 minutes if that's enough for everybody. We'll do
Yeah.
so yeah.
You're showing off. Apparently, you're trying
So
to show off with your freaking languages, but I know plenty more than you.
Oh, you absolutely do. I'm
That
testing
reminds me.
them.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So at quarter after, and we will see you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So, Azaka will turn to the group and say, I have had absolute control. It is not an issue. It has never been an issue, and it never will be an issue. I control myself. I do not pass this on. I am fully aware there are others, and there are others here in Schult who do not, and will, kind of make eye contact with the other one. They'll nod in agreement, like, yes, there are groups here in Schult who do everything they can to increase their numbers. I do not, and I oppose them every chance I get.
I am glad to hear that.
That being said, because this was information I did not disclose, this, if you deem it fit, you can negate the contract without penalty with me.
Can I try to see if I'm inclined to believe her, but I want to see how truthful she seems about her ability to control things.
Um, they are there. You don't even need to make a roll. There is absolutely no deception here.
Okay.
I I personally do not have any objection to you staying on, but it is not my sole choice alone.
I have no objection.
I
So,
do also know that the only two people here that originated the contract with you are me and Victor.
That is
and yes, at this point, those are the only two that, in relation to the binding contract, yes, you are the only two that can absolve it if you wish currently. But it is an option for you if at any point you need to.
Okay.
But
Um,
I feel
if
obligated
Victor has
still.
any.
She would continue to say, I feel obligated to assist you in any way as I can, as you made the decision to complete my part of the bargain before anything else. I feel obligated to assist you in any way I can
Thank you.
outside of the contract.
Um, if Victor has a differing opinion, I feel he can speak it. But
well, I
at this
am
point, maybe we should confer separately and we can talk about it. But um,
as I said before, I
whatever.
have no objections staying.
Okay.
Okay. Uh,
Then,
the Emerald Enclave members at this point will say, we appreciate your hospitality and your understanding of our concerns, but we are actually in transit right now and still need to continue on before we can rest. We. Oh, go ahead.
You just hear it from the inside of the tent. Good, get the fuck out. I'm trying to sleep.
The leader will kind of grin at that and go, I guess we shall leave you to your beauty sleep. And again, we appreciate you taking the time to converse with us about this. Um, and for the amazing food. It had a little kick to it. There's a little something extra in this that I'm not quite familiar with. It was very nice. Had a little extra.
A little zing.
Yeah, a little. It
I'm
was a little.
always
It had a little bite. It's quite nice.
mm, I'm always trying to come up with new concoctions out here. I admit, I'm deeper into the force than I'm used to, so I don't recognize everything I put in, but a lot of it smelled really good, and I'm happy that you all enjoyed it. I know I truly enjoyed this quite as well.
Did they see you adding ingredients?
I did it fairly openly.
Um,
You're welcome to go back through that chat log.
You did.
distracted though. They were
They
kind
were
of
very
talking.
distracted.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. And I
It
made
was
it
kind of
And
at the point where they were
yeah,
looking
talking about
open as
Azaka
could
and
be.
looking.
and they've finished their bowls. So she'll
Mm-hmm.
just say, "Can I ask what ingredients you used?" I
Well, I had some leftover rabbit.
actually hold on a
Uh,
sec, Sauce, real quick. What's your nature skill?
my nature's not very good.
Yeah.
My nature is a 1.
Okay. So you might not technically know what these things are called. You know you picked up a mushroom type thing, but
Yeah.
you don't
That's,
necessarily
hey,
know
man.
the name of it.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
go
on.
ahead. I just want to make sure. Go ahead.
Well, I used some of the provisional water that we have for our cooking. It's a lot of stews out here, but it makes the best of broth. So I had crushed up a bit of bone for some bone marrow, a bit of rabbit meat, and various different plants around here. A couple different ones, some leaves, some stems. I found. A few little bits where I could uh the meat inside. Pulled some bark off and chipped a couple bits from the trees to add in. Along with a couple different other things, some seasonings, some salt, some pepper, some saffron.
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 Really?
Saffron.
Really? The most expensive spice in the world.
I just pulled one out of my butt.
It is. It's insanely expensive.
It's
Okay,
It
so
really
not
is.
yet.
expensive.
Yeah,
I'll get there. I'll
yeah,
get there. As
yeah.
soon as you give me that thing I want.
I know. I well, don't eyeball me. So they'll go.
I know him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, gracious and amazing, benevolent GM.
That will probably be just as effective on me as it is on you when I do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Or
um,
me when you do it to me.
I do it to every DM.
Yeah.
But no, you guys are special.
Oh, honey. That's the voice line that we all use as DM. Oh, no, no, no. You're special, though.
They will say, okay, little slightly concerned now that you didn't actually like list the ingredients. Technically, on some of them you're just like, oh, some spices, and like, but it's like, hey, you're a chef. Chefs don't always give away their recipes, you know. So
Exactly.
they're like, okay, well, it was
Their
delicious.
assholes just might not like them later.
Well, so they will thank the group again for their patience, and then hood up and everything, and then they will leave.
Ah, quiet.
So um, that uh,
After they leave, and like, I give it like a few minutes. I hold up my hand, snap my fingers, and my quarter staff slams into my hand.
yeah. So you all, as Nicarius came back out of his tent, when he does this, he kind of snaps his fingers and flick quarterstaff in his hand from out of nowhere. It seems like.
And I put it back where it was.
Okay.
Pocket dimension.
Uh, well, actually, it is a specific spell.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, at this point, I will say this will be time for the next watch anyway. So, Victor, this would be your watch,
Yeah.
and so I'm only doing one roll uh, for the evening, for the watch. The rest of the evening goes by, no other issues or encounters through each of your guys'
Can
watches.
I do my thing then? I don't know that technically as a
Nope.
player.
Yeah, you don't know it. So you have to spend your hour paying attention, or then if you can, but then that changes everything, and that's another roll.
I'm not gonna do
Okay.
that. I was joking.
No problem. So you guys wake up in the morning,
And it's
and
time for me to do some
So,
stuff.
first
oh,
off,
oh yeah,
Nicarius, Victor, Wrecked, at any point did you enjoy the soup last night?
I
Oh,
did not.
Rec,
I,
yeah, Rec. Did
as
you
a
hold on?
player, am
Hold on,
going to
hold on,
ask why.
hold on. Rec, did you have any of the soup?
Yeah, so I have to roll that concept.
Oh,
Okay.
you did have some. Okay, yeah. Roll the con.
Yeah.
I was just letting other
you
people.
if I don't have a specific reason why, you
Yeah.
made it slightly obvious, but
So
I also didn't want
yeah.
to.
So
Well,
Rec.
But
it's
I
he
wasn't
obvious
didn't.
hungry.
because you were reading. So the
Yeah.
I
question is,
will.
would your
I was.
character have legitimately ate it? Everything else I've made has
Yeah.
been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So player-wise, you know something's going on. Character-wise,
Character-wise,
would
do
you
you?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was going to after they
when
left.
I
I
am
didn't
affected,
I
I
didn't
use
get to
Hold,
eat it
hold
yet.
on,
extra
hold on,
poison
hold
on
on,
Hold on,
myself.
guys.
hold on. Victor,
So,
one moment. Nicarius, please continue. Sorry, there was crosstalk there, so I didn't actually
Sorry.
hear anything you said,
main
Nicarius.
reason why I was saying I didn't eat the soup is because it wouldn't affect me anyway, because I have a spell that would not do it. So I was just trying to make it
Well,
simpler so we could get through the night. But
no, it's would you have eaten the soup? It's
I guess I would have then.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
anything sauce makes is going to be delicious.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I'm pretty sure he also made a pretty filling dinner. So
Well, this is
could have
more
As
also
long
like
as
been.
everyone else got their
yeah.
fill, I might have a taste.
Okay. So for that, Nicarius, you would have had some, which meant you also would have had to make a con save.
Okay.
And then Victor, what about you?
Um, after
6.
everyone else has eaten, I might
At this
I might have a
point,
taste.
everybody else except for Azaka, because they were in the tent,
Yeah.
is eating the soup.
I mean, if there's soup left over, I will eat it.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah. But at this point, it'd be what would be a reason that you didn't. So unless,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you had waited for them to leave, at which point, when you would go for it, to sauce would have stopped you.
okay,
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that that might happen.
all right. So Rect and Nicarius, when you eat the soup, and you would have got itchy all over. You would have started scratching just everywhere. Um,
And would I, with my 7 nature, recognize this as some sort of poison effect?
uh, oh yeah, +7 to
Or
your nature.
yes.
Um, I think it would have been.
Probably is usually medicine.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's your medicine?
1.
Mine's a 4.
Wait,
I can do medicine.
wait. Your
Medicine's wisdom.
Mhm.
is it? Oh, I thought it was
Yep.
intelligence.
Nope.
Sorry.
No.
Um, you would
Which
have
it's
with
not a big deal.
that like okay, you would have known you're having a reaction to something. I would say.
Oh, hey, you're having the same allergic reaction that I was.
And wrecked as
Mhm.
well at the same. So all three of you
Are
at the
they
same
all
time.
complaining about
Before we
this?
went to
I
bed,
would start to
could
be
I have
concerned
cast
and want to
protection
look
from
them
poison
over.
on myself, which removes effect? That,
Well,
which, if I'm correct, should remove that effect. But
okay. It only lasts for a minute. So for a minute,
hey,
you would be
okay,
scratching and itching,
fine.
and then
Either way,
yeah. So
this
just
is like it
yeah.
doesn't matter because I have something to get rid of it.
Well, I
Well, the
understand.
thing is that do you know that it's poison? Do you know to use that spell? That's the
That's
thing
the
Yeah.
that we're
only
trying to
spell
get
that is
to.
a possible can possibly cure it that I have.
Okay.
I'm going to
So
try it. It
okay,
doesn't matter.
and that's
That's what
fine.
I'm saying.
So yeah, you
Don't
could.
it? I would have tried it just in
All
case.
right.
I have
So
one spell slot left. I'm going to bed
okay,
right
cool,
after
and
this.
that's fine. So yeah, you can go. Well, this would be like while everybody's sitting there eating, this happened. So because
And
yeah,
when I went to the tent, I did that as well.
okay. So go ahead and yeah, you use that. wrecked for you. So what happened was you all had it at the same time. Fortune went into their tent, got itchy, came out, and go. I think I was allergic. And at that point, Sauce went over and took care of that. And at the time, you went into your tent when you were doing your spell. Also, you did two spells, we'll say, at that point. And then wrecked. For a minute, you just were itching like crazy.
Yeah, I was itching like crazy after that talk with the leaders. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't focus on the whole conversation with the werewolf. I mean,
Were
werewolf.
tiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, you guys all know that Azaka is a were tiger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is why during some of the combat, she was shrugging off damage
Mhm.
Like it was
that,
nothing.
yeah, that was
Because it
half.
was nothing.
Well, it was half. So yeah, and then Victor, like after they left, and you were looking like, oh, there's leftovers. You go to reach for it, and Sauce is like, nope, none. No, it's. Do you Sauce? Do you then like dump it out and get rid of it?
Um,
Hmm. Is there
no.
something in that that shouldn't have been?
Hmm? Oh, just some specificities for our friends there. Uh, I believe we're near the end of your watch. Uh, how about I take the next watch? Uh, lets me have a bit more time enjoying this stew. It's
Okay.
delicious for me.
Okay. So you're gonna switch with Nicarius?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll go then.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So just for tonight, you guys are swapping.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Hmm.
rest of the night goes through, uneventful. You guys wake up and um,
I
it's
also thought it was like a specific like thing you were doing for guests as well. So I was like, I didn't
no, there's
him and the guests. I
that
thought that's what it was, but I didn't know.
that would require some like serious sleight of hand, but he put it in the whole batch. So,
Okay.
um, so you guys wake up in the morning. Uh,
Admittingly, had they not followed me into the tent when I grabbed the bowls specifically were going to have the mushrooms. So when I walked over and grabbed the soup, I was going to put the
mhm,
mushrooms in the soup in the bowls with the mushrooms,
yeah,
give that to them and myself, and then give you guys regular ones.
but yeah,
Hmm.
followed in. So he had to,
We had enough stuff to get rid of
yeah,
it. So
yeah, and it's only a minute. So, uh, so you guys wake up. It is like in the morning. It is a chilly 70 degrees when you wake up.
Bane,
Ooh, it's
Yes.
cold.
Yeah. So
Huh.
it's not going to be a hot day. There's a light rain. Um, so each water catcher has 4 gallons, but I believe. Oh,
everybody's full.
no, I
Everyone.
think Sauce and Fortune both had two empty
Yeah.
water skins.
Yep.
They
So
don't need them. They
you
can
can
fill
fill it.
them.
Yeah, I mean, it's fresh,
Yeah.
clean
Uh,
water.
Yeah. I'll fill mine.
Yeah.
So that's one
Purify it,
gallon
please.
from
I
me.
only have the 2 water
Wait, the
skins, so I
rain
just
catchers
fill up
don't
my
matter.
empty ones from yesterday.
Okay. Well, actually, yours would have been full. Or no, right? Okay. So yeah, everybody has full water skins.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
rainwater doesn't need to be purified, correct?
It
Correct.
nope, it does not. So today there is a light rain, but it's not obscuring vision or anything. It's uh,
It's a mist.
yeah. So unfortunately, your fish scales are not going to dry today.
In the
Today.
I
morning,
want
I'm
my damn
also
pocket glitter.
Not yet.
in the morning. I'm also gonna go around and cast mending on all people's clothes and everything.
You don't have to do it for mine.
Yeah, you go up to Fortune and their dress is spotless, immaculate, and not one thread.
No
Uh,
wrinkles, even
yep,
from sleeping in it, because you noticed that when she came out, she was still in her dress.
yep. So yeah, so Nick Harris, you can. Yeah, apparently there's.
I can swap spells at the beginning of a
Oh,
long rest. So
Mhm.
you can't swap cantrips though.
and Swap cantrips.
You can
Yes.
no, you can't swap
You swap
can.
one
Yes,
cantrip. It is
Tasha's.
cantrip formulas. This is a
Oh,
specific ability that
okay.
gives you one cantrip.
Okay,
Swap
sorry.
every long
Yeah,
rest.
in general.
Tasha's.
Yeah. Okay, so all right. So yeah, everybody's clothes are mended. If they had little tears or anything, they're all taken care of. And so sauce, you do you cook up a new breakfast or oh yeah, you need to, because this is
Yep.
for the day's food.
So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that fish. I'm gonna cut part of it, one of the sides off. Um, Basically, fillet the whole thing. I'll go ahead and take the skin. So fillet the skin off, fillet the meat off of the rest of the carcass,
Okay.
um, and then basically just hand this to uh, Nicarius. Just, would you mind hanging this up on some tree out there? It'll help distract the other animals in the area, and I'm sure one of my friends might get it. Uh,
Sure.
and uh,
All right.
I will begin
Please no
making
poison
up
in mine today.
Well,
a.
It cured it, so if I didn't hear it, didn't cure it. So I
okay.
would
Yeah.
technically know there was some sort of poison if I cast poison, protection from poison, which reverses one
Okay.
effect of poison.
So yeah, you would know
Technically know that. I
you
don't
would
know what
know
type it is, but some type.
you would know you got poisoned. You would
Hmm.
assume it was food.
Assume from the
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because that's the only thing I had
Yeah.
recently.
Although,
But
in theory, an allergic reaction is technically being poisoned by your food.
Yeah.
So, you could also just be
For all you
allergic
know,
to it.
I just put something that you were
yeah.
allergic, which
So, but
Fortune
yeah,
was allergic to it.
Mhm.
or that, yeah. So I mean, you could make the rational assumption that yeah, it was something in the soup because
okay,
the effect is immediate. It's not delayed. So as soon as you started eating the soup, the effect came in. Okay, so cool. So you have 6 members, so you use up 12 pounds of food, and you guys need to do your um, insect repellents for the day.
Nope.
If you have it or need it, you do. All right, and
Right. I
then
almost forgot about
still
that.
confused on what the frick race you are or what you are in general.
I know.
you can ask them if you want. I mean,
I
they're
think
they're
in some sort of
I mean,
undead or
but
something, but that
the other
doesn't
No.
make
question
much
though also
sense
becomes
either.
is, how much of this do you know?
hmm
You know that I don't require much water and that I have heavy armor.
I know.
You
I'm
don't know
I'm
that I
talking
don't
about
hit
as me as
myself with
a
spray.
person, less of me as a character.
Oh, I
Me as a
know.
character, I'm very curious because I know that you aren't affected by like diseases and things like that.
okay. So at this point,
Well, yeah, we have had that discussion.
hmm
all
Yeah.
right.
Discussion.
So at this point, who is going to navigate?
That would be me. I think
Uh,
someone was helping me.
someone has is going to
I think
lower the
Rex
DC a little bit.
Rex had helped me.
Yeah. They had been
So
making notes. So
yeah.
go ahead and give me a survival.
Was it with advantage or regular?
This will be regular. This affects the
What
DC.
pace are we going at today? We're just going state normal again?
Normal.
Okay.
Normal pace?
Is Zaka not helping anymore?
Azaka lowers the DC.
Oh.
Oh,
He
so
Well.
gives
what
a
the heck
+2.
was I?
You
Not
also you lowered an additional amount with what
yeah.
you were doing.
Oh,
Not meant to
Okay.
be advantage. And I'm not even clicked for advantage. I'm clicked for normal.
It's
But
fine. And it was also a whisper, so I think.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. You guys managed to stay on track, and Nicarius, roll me a d20.
Okay.
All right.
Lagging.
You guys travel the day. It is uneventful. And yeah, you guys have. I'm assuming you're heading just straight south. Sorry, right? Ts'ous?
Hmm?
Due south?
What? Yep.
That's okay.
Due south?
All right. Yeah, you guys, no issues throughout the day.
Well, of
And
course. Uh,
yeah. So, yeah, you guys find a place to.
it's-
Um,
so, as we're kind of walking along, just
hmm.
do you guys often get interrupted in the middle of the night by other guilds?
Not
Yes,
really.
these
That's
things
the first
happen.
time that's happened.
Do you often get interrupted in the middle of the night? Uh, with everything else?
No, I wouldn't
Um,
say
You
as
will
often.
remember one time
one time, yeah,
you
that's
did.
what it was. By undead, we did
Yeah.
once, but that's about it so far.
But yeah, your entire time out here, that's only the second time something has happened in the evening.
Hmm. Oh, well, I've got to say, I'm I'm happy it won't be a consistent, right?
Please, no, I need my beauty sleep.
It won't be a consistent if we
That's
have to stay
because
over it.
you want your beauty sleep, because that's all ye on this earth know, and all in you ye on need to know.
Exactly.
Hmm. Well,
Sleep is a privilege when it can be had.
when it can be had. Uh, Which reminds me, it was Victor, you were up? I say, walking kind of backwards, kind of going along.
Yes, I
Was
was on watch.
fantastic eyes. I'm happy that you caught them before they were right on camp. I'm sure they would certainly have entered tents with
Oh,
weapons
yes, I assumed
before
so.
calling something out. You do very well in that regard. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Though
I will do
perhaps
what I can.
next time, if one or two of us are left in a tent, we can refrain from calling us outside. I would have loved to have gotten them sat down with their back to our tent and grabbed them from behind.
I thought it
And I
might be
could
easier
have
to
possibly
deal with them
charmed.
peacefully, rather than any other way.
Well, there could always be some charming involved.
Well, and there's also
Yes,
nothing wrong with being peaceful in a more advantageous hostage-taking position.
Being
I can
peaceful
see
and
how that
sorry, I need to.
That's such a hypocritical statement,
Being
but I love
peaceful in a hostage taking situation. Episode name.
it.
oh
Yes.
my god.
Sorry, I just had
Although
to get it in
be
my head.
careful. Although I was gonna say, be careful with how you word that because YouTube algorithm.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll rephrase it a little.
Yeah. Well.
Um, well, I can see how you would think that is possible, you being you and all, but
Possible, I've done it before.
I am glad I didn't come to that.
you know what the definition of peaceful is?
To not harm someone.
I might
Yes.
add on limiting the use of force and threat of violence.
Like I said, there didn't have to necessarily be violence involved. There could always be charming. I am a bard.
But that is, in a way, a form of force, is it not?
And do remember,
It's a
the
form of
advantage
will.
goes to whoever has the bigger stick.
Oh, I can have a very big stick if I want.
Giggity.
I'm glad somebody else said it.
I have disguised self, so in theory, I can make myself.
So I'm gonna say we're gonna go ahead and end it here with you guys arriving at your evening camp area.
Aww.
Well, it's that time. So yeah, we will end it there. You guys have gotten to your campsite, and I'm just gonna assume the same watch order. Jesus. And sleeping arrangement and camp setup. So we
Mhm.
will start. Actually, Nicarius, roll me a d20 real quick.
I want a vicious mockery so bad.
Okay, no problem. So, all right, we will start from there in the morning, our next session. And
How low does this have to go to get, or how high for to get a freaking encounter?
not gonna tell ya. That's the magic behind the screen, man. All right, um, okay, interesting. You guys avoided a possible combat scenario there by talking
Mhm.
and
It would have
poisoning
been
and but
Mhm.
including
That's
your
unfortunately
own
charming.
team.
there was no charm. Well, it's friends, so they knew a spell was cast, but it was into the conversation and there was no harm. So so yeah, they didn't. It's an understandable, unknown situation there because
Mhm.
they were doing some stuff as well
Yep.
Yeah,
that you guys just didn't know about.
using bows pointed at us.
Yeah.
No, no,
And
they were doing some stuff that you was behind the scenes that you didn't
And
know about.
friends only works on a non-hostile creature anyway. So if they had
Exactly.
turned hostile at any point, it wouldn't have affected them
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah. So, cool. Good job negating that encounter. Cause yeah, that was what was rolled triggered an encounter. So, so yeah. Hope you guys had a good time, and we are going to go ahead and end it there. So I will send it over to Kat for our outro master.
Hey guys, we hope that you had fun tonight. We hope you enjoyed the craziness that was Sauce trying to poison us all. uh let's see, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5 members of the party. Got
Uh, three,
three?
three,
Yeah.
3 out of 5. I
Three,
Yeah.
mean,
almost
I
4
can't
out of
be,
5.
so
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, fuck off. So, uh, but yeah,
Best
we
thing.
hope
I
you
think I'm
guys
the only one who actually avoided having that soup.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Azaka just didn't have any of it because they were in and
And
out.
Azaka,
So
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
But they're not part of the party.
true.
So,
Yeah.
we hope that you enjoyed the craziness that was tonight. We hope that you'll stop back in next weekend to check us out for more Tomb of Annihilation. Maybe I'll actually be able to fucking vicious mockery someone.
I gotta go with the rolls, man.
Maybe I'll actually be able to vicious mockery someone.
Well, you have
Don't
party
worry.
members.
Don't
Hey,
give me ideas.
don't make me flick a coin at you.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Don't
you
want me to flick a coin anywhere.
Oh yeah, because
That
okay.
that.
means I'm
Let
casting
me
a
do my
spell.
outro.
Oh,
Fuck
sorry, sorry,
off.
sorry. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Check out my channel on Thursday, twitch.tv/cutecat1997. We will be working on some more minis, including the Isperia miniature, which we're going to do as a peacock
Wow.
peacock sphinx. So that'll be really interesting and fun, and we'll see how well I can actually make this work out. And then let's see what else. I think that's it. And then this channel next Saturday, Ring of the Worlds.
Yep.
Hopefully, as long as Jake Snowpocalypse doesn't ruin everything between now
Your
and then.
turn. It should
Yeah,
be
no,
done
it
by
is
then.
most definitely your turn
Yeah,
after
yeah.
all of us had to deal with it a couple weeks ago. So, fair game.
Luckily, I didn't get kicked out tonight, but
Yeah. But
gotta love bipolar weather.
Oh
So.
yeah. But anyway, hit that follow button if you haven't already. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, then consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell, turn on all notifications so you know exactly when our episodes get uploaded. And we hope you have a great rest of your night, morning, day, whatever it is where you are. We'll see you next time, delinquents. Bye!
see you, everybody.
See ya.